Hello, my name is William Wubbenhorst and I am the Associate Commissioner of the Family and Youth Services Bureau, more widely known as FYSB.
And I'm Debbie Powell, Deputy Associate Commissioner of FYSB.
We would like to provide you with a brief overview of our office, which has the mission of supporting organizations and communities that work every day to address the needs of youth experiencing homelessness, support healthy choices to prevent adolescent pregnancy, and serve the needs of victims of domestic violence. FYSB is one of two bureaus within the Department of Health and Human Services: Administration for Children and Families, Administration on Children, Youth, and Families.
The foundation for FYSB began over 40 years ago when the Runaway and Homeless Youth Act created the first line of defense for young people who had run away from home, become homeless, or been made to leave home by their families. The Act authorized 3 runaway and homeless youth grant programs that enable community-based organizations and shelters to serve and protect runaway, homeless, missing, and sexually exploited youth.
Since then, FYSB has grown to administer 3 major grant programs: the Runaway and Homeless Youth Program, the Family Violence Prevention and Services Program, and the Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention Program. Our programs promote safety, stability, and well-being for people who have experienced or been exposed to violence, neglect, or trauma. They are also tailored to meet the multidimensional needs of those who require access to critical life-saving services such as safe and stable shelter and mental health counseling. FYSB programs touch the lives of thousands of children, youth, and families through our funding and technical assistance at the national, state, local, and tribal levels.
On any given day, FYSB programs open their doors to youth who are homeless, offer shelter and supportive services to survivors of domestic violence and their children. They also increase awareness about the prevalence of domestic violence and highlight the importance of healthy relationships among teens and young people. FYSB also funds research-driven programs in neighborhoods across America to help prevent pregnancy and the spread of sexually transmitted diseases among adolescents. We are proud of the grantees who work tirelessly around the clock to ensure that our mission is implemented and that an impact is being made in their communities.
As FYSB's Associate Commissioner, I have the distinct honor to lead our grantees as well as a dedicated team of public stewards who work within our central office in Washington, D.C. and 10 regional offices throughout the country. Many of our highly accomplished staff have directed, researched, or championed programming in support of vulnerable youth, adults, and families for over 20 years. To ensure our grantees are working at the highest level, FYSB's staff provides on-site monitoring and offers technical assistance in partnership with a group of dedicated and highly talented individuals who comprise our network of support.
In addition to funding 2 24-hour hotlines, the National Runaway Safe Line and the National Domestic Violence Hotline, which combined made over 430,000 connections in 2017. Also, the Domestic Violence Research Network and the Runaway and Homeless Youth Training and Technical Assistance Center, RYTAC, enhances and promotes continuous quality improvement in grantee services. Our network of support includes a national clearinghouse and several dynamic resource centers that help empower our diverse grantees, stakeholders, and the public on the use of evidence-based and evidence-informed practices.
Having successful programs is very important to me. As Associate Commissioner, I have set forth what I consider to be a 3-legged stool to increase FYSB's success. Debbie, my staff, and I believe the 3 components that make up the stool are critically important to help ensure that organizationally we meet our mission. The first leg is accountability. This leg has been developed to ensure that the mandated taxpayer dollars authorized by Congress to FYSB are used to obtain the highest return on its investment. To support this effort, our Runaway and Homeless Youth program within FYSB will soon unveil a data dashboard that will allow us to see in real time the types of services we are providing, and the outcomes in terms of employment, education, housing, well-being, and most importantly, establishing permanent social connections that positively impact the individuals we serve and communities they live in.
The second leg of the stool is collaboration. This leg seeks to magnify our work with co-laborers, including organizations that may not receive funds from us, but do serve the same populations we do, along with others in the community who help strengthen our programs as part of our coordinated response. For FYSB, collaborating means partnering with faith-based and community organizations, businesses, foundations, and other service providers at a high level so that our clients can obtain access to mainstream services and social capital. The leg of collaboration is important to FYSB because having partners means we can leverage more services to help our clients enter college and skill-building programs, enroll into employment programs, join aftercare support, and connect to permanent housing that are collectively critical to their long-term success.
The third and final leg of the stool is sustainability. This leg instructs us to communicate to our grantees the importance of implementing stellar programs while also planning for continued excellence. To best support our grantees in this area, we assist them in developing logic models, cost-benefit analyses, and return on investment measures that help them demonstrate not only a return on the federal investment, such as reduced taxpayer costs associated with juvenile delinquency and teen pregnancy, for example, but also their capacity to sustain themselves beyond the financial support that FYSB awards. As an organization that supports sustainability, FYSB also asks its grantees, how have individuals and communities benefited? And how will our funded programs maintain the involvement of key partners on an ongoing basis after the grant project? These types of conversations and questions have become a part of FYSB's Sustainability Foundation, culture, and the way we do business.
These three legs of the stool, accountability, collaboration, and sustainability, will allow us to yield higher levels of success and positive results for the individuals and families we serve. We believe these three legs will support the pathway toward more safe and stable housing, education and employment, social and emotional well-being, and permanent social connections, all of which are instrumental to achieving self-sufficiency. Although there are several components which emphasize our values and unwavering commitments, please remember that at our core, FYSB is an organization that believes the youth and adults that are served through our programs can and will succeed in reaching their future goals. We believe in uplifting those who are in need of support, helping people heal, and being part of the incredible transformation that can occur when vulnerable populations transition into a better life.
We invite you to communicate any ideas you may have that would allow our Bureau to be a strong support office for America's youth and families in need. And we want to thank you for your interest. For more information about how FYSB is helping to change lives in your state, community, and neighborhood, please go to acf.hhs.gov/FYSB. And again, thank you.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services at taxpayer expense.